Isaac, I mean, you've been around for a little while. I mean, you know, how important was that win? How do you feel about the team's performance after picking up the Week 1 win?
It was really, really fun. You know, I felt like we had a dominant game on defense. You know, they had a touchdown there on fourth down late in the second quarter, and it was just like, man, you know, I like to say it's luck, but you know, we just gotta get off the field there, and you know, I feel like we played a really good game all together.
How do you feel like you're fitting into your role this year?
Man, I love it. You know, just getting to be a leader out there and, you know, fly around and play fast. And, you know, Coach really just let me play free and just execute and, you know, like we did today, have fun.
What do you think changed in the second half for you guys defensively?
You know, just that mindset, you know, getting the ball back to our offense and letting them, you know, get some momentum going and go score. And, you know, that's what happened there in the third quarter. We kept getting off the field for them and, you know, they kept going down and scoring. So that's how we got to play complementary football and, you know, we win a lot of games.
How do you feel like the Southern Miss's offense today kind of mirrored maybe what you guys prepared for in your film review?
You know, it was a similar lot. You know, of course, first game, new head coach, new offensive coordinator. We didn't know what it was going into the game. So, you know, it's just preparing as much as we can and, you know, falling back on our rules once we get here and, you know, eventually executing it and, you know, having fun and winning.
One of the bright spots of the defense today seemed to be the coverage and what you guys had in the back end, the defense and the cornerback. I know you can't see it all back there, but what were you kind of noticing about what those guys were doing defensively today?
You know, the defense plays as a whole. You know, our D-line did a great job today getting after the quarterback, making him get off his spot. And, you know, for us, that helps us. You know, D-line help us and we help them by holding coverage long so they can get sacks and them getting after the quarterback so we can get interceptions and PBUs. So, you know, it's just a whole unit. As a whole, the whole unit did good.
They had some success running the ball in the first half. What was the message at halftime to address that and then get those quick stops?
You know, just getting the D-line to get more pushback and, you know, us linebackers just, you know, flowing to the ball quicker and having good eyes and, you know, reading our keys and just flying to the ball and knocking them down.
It looked like it made a difference in the second half, too, when you started bringing a linebacker up closer to the line of scrimmage or packing more in the middle. It seemed to take them totally out of their run game. Is that what you saw out there?
You know, it was just based on calls. You know, Coach Hustler called a great game, and you know, it's up to us to go out there and execute his calls. And you know, the second half we were executing a lot more than we did in the first half.
Film study is going to reveal a lot more than what you were able to see, but on the surface, what do you think are some things that you guys have to get better at this week before you take on Arizona State?
You know, just little technique things, communication. I feel like we executed a lot better than we have in the past, and you know, just keep building on that execution and communicating out there on the field to each other. If it's just the littlest thing, just communicating to help someone else play faster beside you.
Coach Levy said that every defensive player that made the trip got a chance to play today. You've been in that situation before as a younger guy. What does that mean for the locker room and just kind of morale moving forward?
You know, just give them confidence, and you know, it shows that everybody has a particular role, and you never know what your role is going to be. You know, I'm sure some of those freshman guys thought they were going to come here and not get to play, but you know, there in the fourth quarter, when you get a chance to go out there, that's your time to prove to the coaches that they can trust you and that you're going to like that the future's bright for you.
Just the way last year went on defense, how much of a confidence booster was this one?
It was great. You know, it felt good because, you know, I mean, as a whole, we had 8 sacks last year. Today we got a couple, so it was fun to see the quarterback scramble off the spot. You know, next week we'll have to do a lot better job of, you know, securing that, and it's going to be fun. But it felt really good to see how dominant we were today as a defense.